I'm going to do another video for you guys, and I wanted to pop these out real quick because I will be doing multiple videos, so you will see me in my same clothes, but that's because I want to make sure there's a video for each day for you guys, or try to get one out at least. And this is the only way I could do it when I'm busy because I have stuff I have to do. I'm a mom with 2 teenage boys. So, with that being said, here's my other video for you guys. Another placement story for yous. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys a story, and if somebody sees this and was in lockup with me, they'll know what I'm talking about because they were there when I did this. Alright, gosh, I can't believe I'm about to tell you guys. Okay, I'll tell you the town, but I'm not going to tell you the placement. This was in Cherokee, Iowa. That's all I'm going to give you. You're not going to know about where, exactly what. But anyways, I was in another juvenile home. And this time it was more strict. Like, they literally have to key in a pad, and you have to turn around, and if you get caught looking, you get tackled to the ground. And yeah, and then you get put into a nice seclusion room, which these are like padded rooms, if you look while they're trying to dial in that pad. So, long story short, I'm just going to get into it. This is like, this is my... This was my second time there. Yeah, this was my second time there at Cherokee. Okay, I'm just gonna go into it. Okay, well, by this time I had gotten there, the rules had changed, because before it used to be a lock pad. It still was a lock pad when I was there, but the only difference was that they couldn't stop us anymore for running, and they couldn't keep the doors locked anymore. Like, the doors didn't lock like they used to. A lot of the rules had changed from the first time I was there to now. Like, the second time around, you could wear your own clothing. The first time I was there, you couldn't wear your own clothing. They would basically strip you down and put you in their uniforms. But if you're bad, you get put in their uniforms the second time. Which I was. So long story short, I planned one of the biggest escapes there was there at that time. I think that it was me and 15 other girls. I know. And I was the leader. Nobody else was going to run. It was just supposed to be me and these 2 girls. They wanted to go to their mom, and so yeah, like, it was like, I think it was like a cousin and a sister or something, or it was 2 sisters or something. I don't remember. They were family. Anyways, it was supposed to be us 3, and somehow it went from 3 all the way up to there was 15 of us running away. Because right as soon as I told them it's time to go, and those are the key words, it's time to go, you move. And we moved. Because I went right out the door, and they told me they were calling the cops. I was like, go for it. And we were getting away. We got away and that. But then, you gotta remember, 15 girls. We would have probably gotten away if it wouldn't been so bad. Technically, I would have gotten away if I hadn't went to try to go back for the other 2 girls that I promised to get them home. And when you're in lockup and you promise something like that, you better keep your friggin' word, because let me tell you, it won't be pleasant for you. So that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to keep my word. They said they needed help getting home. I went to go help them get home. But then they got caught, and all the girls got rounded up for except me. And the cops couldn't catch me. They couldn't catch me at all. They ended up bringing out the dogs. And yeah, I was trying to get away from the dogs. And then next thing I know is I got pepper sprayed. But we were close to Sioux City. Like, it was like literally 2 miles to Sioux City where we were. And if you know where Cherokee is and Sioux City is, we weren't that far from Sioux City. And we almost made it. We almost made it to Sioux City. Like, we were literally 2 miles away. Like, that's how close we got with all the 15 girls. Like, some of the other girls had gotten caught way back towards Cherokee, and then half of them got caught in between. But we were the only one, us three, that I know for sure, plus like 6 others that were with us. We all got close to Sioux City on this run. And all of a sudden, like, when I say this was like a manhunt, I mean it was like a manhunt. They had every cop they could. There was like 6 cop cars, and next thing I know is they had brought in another whole set of cop cars of like 4 or 5 more. And they pinned us around in a circle, and I got out of it, and I went like this and dove around and got out. But then I went back to go get them out of the car, and I got them out of the car. But then their stupid butts got caught again, and I'm like, nope, you're on your own this time. And I was booking and booking and booking and booking and booking, and then I was like, oh, my conscience. Why do I gotta have a conscience? And I was like, no, fudge this. I'm not got a conscience. And I was like, running. Next thing you know, the dog bites me in my ankle, and boom, down I go. And yeah. And so I got taken back to the placement where I was. All the other girls just had to do like an essay thing. They didn't get in much trouble, really. I mean, they lost their privileges for a while, but me, I lost all privileges. And I was the very first person there to ever, in that placement, to be on house arrest while in juvenile lockup. And let me tell you, house arrest and juvenile lockup, it sucks. Because you're literally stuck in your room, and they've literally taken the windows and they've blackened them out, and you're stuck in there. And I was stuck in there like that for 2 months, and the only way I was allowed to come out is to go to the bathroom. And that was it. I wasn't allowed to have anything in the room with me unless if I was doing homework, and even then, I had to keep the door open with a staff member watching me while I did homework. And I wasn't allowed to go to the school like everybody else was. They would just bring me my work. I was not allowed to leave at all. 100%. Not allowed to step out that door unless I had to go to the bathroom. Yeah, wasn't very fun. And then I had to do community service, in which, if you guys don't know, if you're in lockup, you can't really do community service, can you? Not like you could out, like they do to the kids out here, where they make you go pick up trash. No, instead, you get to do whatever the staff tells you to do, and you have to do all those chores and get them completed. And so basically, I think I had 25 hours of cleaning to do. So they basically made me scrub the whole unit, the floors, with a brush and a bucket of water. And then once I was done with that, they made me go clean all the bathrooms. And once I was done with all that, they made me do the whole laundry room, reorganizing it, folding it, and sewing anything that needed to be sewn. Those were my consequences, and all the other girls got off easy. And let me tell you, I learned my lesson. Because shortly after that, I got out. I started working the program. I hit my level 2. And then you're supposed to hit level 3 before you leave, but like I said, it had changed from the first time I was there. Now, the first time I was there, you had to complete the whole program, which was level 1, 2, and 3, and then you're out. And then blah, 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 you get a graduation party, and then you go home. Well, for me, I didn't get to go home because I didn't have a home. So for me, it was, I got level 2, and then I got my level 1 back privileges, and then I got level 2, and then I went to my foster home, back to my foster home I was originally in before that, before I got where I had gotten in trouble, and then they had me leave. And then I went back to that foster home, and that's where I stayed until I was 18. But, yeah. Let me tell you, I never knew until it happened to me that you can be on house arrest and lockup. So for all those that didn't think that could happen, it could happen. It's crazy to be on house arrest and lockup because you're already being in lockup, but it's even 10 times dreadful when you're even more restricted. So let me tell you, yeah, I spent a lot of hours in that room, and there's no window, just walls. 4 walls and a bed. And it gets pretty boring very fast with nothing to do in there. And the only time you're allowed to have any type of like paper and pen in that is during school hours. And once that's over, everything else comes out of your room for except your bed that you're allowed to have, but you're not allowed to sleep during the day. And if you get caught sleeping, then you get removed to the seclusion room. Which, that's not fun or pleasant, because I did that once while I was on house arrest, and I did get moved into the seclusion room, and they moved me in there for 2 days, and then they finally pulled me out and put me back in the room, and it didn't really matter because, I mean, white padded walls, white walls, I wasn't going anywhere. Either way you looked at it, they could have just kept me in there. But they had, I guess they were trying to make a point, but they didn't really make a smart point there, but, I mean, it was what it was, and it is what it is, and yeah, those were good times. Oh yeah, and when you wanted your food, when you were on those restrictions, they would like blend your food up in like to a smoothie and pretty much make you drink it, because they wouldn't feed it to you like that. They wouldn't put it on the trays and that, because they were too worried because they had too many kids trying to commit suicide, so they stopped allowing trays in the room. So they started doing like styrofoam cups with your food mixture in a blender and then into a cup with a straw. Blech. Not good. Trust me, after the first one, I was like, forget this. I'm starving. I lost so much weight in there because of it. Like, I think it's the reason why I had a lot of food issues, is because that's the one thing that they did mess with, was your food intake and stuff if you were in trouble. So, yeah. I definitely went on a hunger strike and lost some weight. So yeah, so there's another story for you guys about placements and me going on the run. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And if you've already been in lockup and you know what I'm talking about, well then you know what I'm talking about. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Serve your time, do your time, get the heck out. 'Cause, yeah, it's not worth it. Alright, guys, don't forget to hit that notification bell at the top. Like, subscribe, and share the heck out of this. And I hope to see you guys soon. So, goodbye!